There's a massive gap opening up in the precious metals market, and most people are looking the wrong way. While everyone is focused solely on gold and silver, one metal has shown incredible performance. Think about it. It's rare, it's essential, and no one is talking about it. And that's usually when people get it wrong. Platinum isn't gold, it isn't silver, and if you treat it like the other ones, you'll make a huge mistake, even if you're an experienced investor. This year, at the time of this filming, platinum is up almost 12% year to date, and its one-year return is over 132%. This is an example of some of the platinum we have at Summit Metals. These are 1 ounce bars. This is from Valcambi. This from the US Mint, the Platinum Liberty. They're incredible. What's interesting about platinum too, it's actually more dense than gold. This coin is actually smaller than a 1 ounce gold coin because it's 10% more dense. And gold is 50% more dense or heavy than silver. So this is a really, really unique metal. I'm Eric, I'm with Summit Metals, and today we are diving into the mistakes I see people make when investing in platinum. But before we start, I want you to know I'm not a financial advisor, and this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own due diligence before putting your hard-earned capital at risk. Now, I was talking to a longtime stacker named David last week. He's been with Summit Metals since the beginning. He told me, Eric, I've got my gold for the long haul and I've got my silver for those explosive moves, but I feel like I'm missing a piece of the industrial world. And guess what? David was right. He started to invest in some platinum a while back, but without a solid plan, he started to make mistakes. So let's talk about the 5 most common platinum mistakes I see, especially now while it's working hard. If you understand these, you'll stay in the trend while others get churned out. All right, mistake number 1 is buying platinum without understanding why it moves. Platinum is not primarily a monetary metal. It trades like a strategic industrial metal with a financial overlay. Think about what actually drives the metal. Auto catalyst, hydrogen supply concentration, things like that. It's industrial. That means platinum responds to supply disruptions and industrial demand shifts far more than macro fear. If the Fed moves rate, gold jumps. But if a transformer fails in a South African mine, platinum is the one that screams. I see investors buy platinum expecting it to behave like a crisis hedge when it doesn't move one-to-one with a geopolitical headline. They get confused and then they get impatient and they sell right before the real industrial move happens. So remember, platinum rewards people who understand flow, not just headlines. You aren't buying a store of value here. You're buying an essential component of the global energy transition. All right, let's move now to mistake number 2, ignoring supply concentration risk. This is probably the most underreported factor in the entire PGM or platinum group metal space. Most of the world's platinum supply comes from one specific region in South Africa. Over 70%. Think about that risk profile, labor issues, power grid failures, political shifts, and an aging infrastructure aren't just news, they are direct price drivers. When I look at the charts, I'm not just looking at candles, I'm looking at the stability of their industrial complexes. Platinum doesn't need booming demand to move higher. It just needs supply to hiccup a little bit. I remember, for example, a client who was frustrated because the global economy seemed slow. So she assumed platinum would stay flat. She missed the fact that the mines were facing massive electricity constraints, and by the time she actually realized the supply was choking, the price had already gapped by $100. People who treat platinum like it's a globally diversified metal like gold often miss this entirely. Scarcity doesn't announce itself with a megaphone. It shows up in the price suddenly and violently. All right, let's talk now about number 3, comparing platinum to gold without context. People love historical comparisons. They look back to the decades where platinum traded at a significant premium over gold, and they say it used to be far more expensive. If you've been in this market, you too have heard that many times. They then say, therefore, it must be higher again. Be careful. That comparison only works if the demand structure is the same as it was in like 1990. And guess what? It isn't. Today we have the rise of electric vehicles competing with internal combustion. But on the other hand, we also have this massive green hydrogen movement using platinum as a catalyst for electrolyzers. Platinum doesn't need to outperform gold to be a successful part of your portfolio. It just needs an asymmetric upside. You're looking for the gap between what the world needs and what the mines can produce. Use gold comparisons as perspective for value, but don't use them as a prophecy for price. Look at the platinum to palladium ratio instead. That's where the real substitution story is happening right now. All right, number 4, understanding the volatility after you buy. This is a technical reality. Platinum is thinner than gold, less liquid, far more reactive. When a big institutional buyer moves into platinum, it's like a whale jumping into a backyard swimming pool. The splashes are huge. That means moves can be sharp in both directions. If you discover platinum's volatility only after you own it, you'll second guess your entire strategy during the first 5% pullback. I've seen it happen dozens of times. An investor gets excited during a rally, buys a massive position, and then panics during a standard consolidation phase. Why? Because they didn't respect the thinness of the market. Position size matters more here than with gold. At Summit, we often suggest platinum as a satellite position, the high-octane fuel in the tank, not the chassis of the car. If you size it right, the volatility is a tool. If you oversize it, the volatility can be a trap. All right, now let's move to number 5, not having a proper strategy during strength. This is where people, let's be honest, blow it. This is what I call the greed trap. When platinum finally works, it tends to work very fast. It's a vertical mover. And when investors don't pre-decide what they'll do during that strength, they fall into 2 camps. 1, they sell way too early because they're scared of the volatility we just talked about. Or they don't sell at all because they think it's going to the moon. Important to remember, as well as that platinum trades with wider spreads. To invest, you need to be thinking on longer time horizons. It is a great metal, one we carry at Summit, but understand that although it has its place, I do not view it as a core holding in your diversified precious metals portfolio. Now, platinum does reward partial discipline. Trim into strength, rebalance back into your gold and silver foundation. Let the rest ride then on the house's money. Volatile metals punish all or nothing thinking. Be the person who takes the win while the crowd is still chasing the top. In closing, platinum is not a beginner metal, but it is also not just for professionals. It rewards understanding and it punishes assumptions. Right now, the charts are telling a very specific story, and that it's doing its very best. It's reflecting tight supply, an industrial necessity, now even before the general public even realizes there's a shortage. If you're going to own platinum, own it intentionally. Don't just buy a ticker symbol, buy the story of scarcity. I've got the full gold and silver breakdowns already up on the channel. You should watch those next because these 3 metals work together like a tripod. One supports the other. If you want this kind of clarity instead of the usual market noise, hit the subscribe and join Summit Metals and our community. I read every comment, and I want you to know we are holding platinum for this industrial upside. If you are waiting to buy, now is a good time. I'm Eric with Summit Metals. Happy stacking, and I'll see you in the next video.